Today, I want to show you a simple way to set up a multi-agent system in OpenCloud. Instead of putting everything in one agent, I split the system into 3 separate agents. And the biggest benefit of doing this is clarity. Each agent has its own role, its own tools, and also its own working context. This kind of setup also helps reduce confusions in memory. It can also help reduce the token usage. All right, so here is my Telegram. And you can see I have 3 agents. And my first is my main agent. And if I switch to my date agent, you can see this agent focuses on write and edit Python code and also maintain my GitHub. And this is my Google Workspace agent. So that can read my Gmail and also upload or organize the files on my Google Drive and also manage my classrooms. The idea of this tutorial is that we are still using everything in the Google Cloud and we are using our existing VM. So instead of using one agent, we are going to set up 2 more agents. So we'll keep our current agent as the main agent, and also we'll add 2 more agents: data analysis agent that focus on Python and GitHub, GWS agent that focus on the Google Workspace task. And each agent will have a separate Telegram bot. We also have this shared Git repository. Now we allow the data analysis agent and also our GWS agent can access it. All right, so let's start. So let's go back to the VS Code. Let's just connect to our Google VM. So this is a system that we're going to build. Our VM has access to our APIs on GitHub and also GWS. And then we're going to set up a shared repository that is shared between the data agent and also the workspace agent. Our data agent will be able to access a shared repository, and the agent is able to update our local repository to the GitHub. And also our workspace agent can also access a local repository. This agent is able to manage our Gmails, classrooms, etc. So if our workspace agent is trying to push something to our GitHub, it will return an error. All right, so let's first create the shared GitHub repo. So that is in our local computer. Since we are in the VS Code, so we can just create a new folder. And now let's go to that folder. So let's use GH because it is a private repository. All right, so now we're going to add those 2 more agents. The first one is our data analysis agent. And the easiest way to add agent is just using this command in the terminal. So we're using OpenCloud agents add, and this is an agent name, so we call it data. We also need to specify the workspace. So remember that each agent has its own separate workspace to store their files, memories. We can see we have 2 agents, and this is our data agent. And we also have 1 more workspace folder, and this workspace folder is for the data agent only. So now let's continue add our workspace agent. All right, and now our third agent has been added. So you can see we have new workspace for the GWS. So we can also check those agents by using this OpenCloud agent list. And here we can see we have 3 agents. All right, so now we're going to set up the skills and also to edit their MD files. There's 1 more step that we need to do in the terminal because I want to pass that one to the data analysis agent. So I will copy that one, say paste. So that skill now just being passed to our data agent. All right, so now we're going to configure the skills and also the tools. So the best way to do that is go to our dashboard. And here you can see we have those URL, so you can just open this URL. So specifically, we're going to define the AGENTS.md and TOOLS.md and also SOUL.md. And AGENTS.md just tell those agents that who you are. And next, we're going to give them skills for this data agent. And you can use a Git, GH, Python tools, Repo editing tools, but you cannot access Gmail, Google Doc, etc. And for our GWS agent, you can use Gmail, Docs, and lastly is our SOUL.md. So for example, workspace agent, you cannot use like a repo or change the local repository. Let's go to main agent. And if we click, we can see those are the existing MD file for this agent. So we're going to just replace with the new requirements and we click save. We're going to do the same thing for the tools. So replace and save, and for the source. Okay, and also replace and also save. So for the data agent, we're going to pass that agent.md file. We're also going to pass the tools.md file and also the SOUL.md file. And next, we're going to change the JWS agent. And now we're going to define the tools. So for our main agent, we're going to give it coding, which I think is enough. For the data agent, we also need to give it the coding profile, which is appropriate. And for the JWS agent, probably we don't need the X search. You can just uncheck that. Finally, we're going to define the skills. For the main agent, we have this workspace skill. So we're going to disable it. And also we have those installed skills. So those are the JWS skills. And we're going to disable all the skills as well. So for the main agent, probably we can just give it like the health check and the node connect. So in the future, we may need to connect other nodes. And now let's switch to the data agent. So we can see that for the data agent, we can also use this data analysis. Let's keep using that. And also we're going to disable all the JWS agent. This agent doesn't need those skills. And for the built-in skills, we're going to enable the GitHub and the G-Edge. And I probably will also enable the skill creator for the data agent, because later if you have some customized data analysis skill, we probably need this agent to create. All right, so that is for the data agent. So I'm going to save it. And our final agent will be the JWS. And for this one, you can see that it does not have this workspace agent because we didn't copy that one. However, we do need to give it the skills for the JWS, because those are the skills that we need this agent to use. So let's just enable those skills. All right, so now if we go back to the VS Code, if we open this openclaw.json file, and we can see that all the changes that we made are now updated on this JSON file. So for example, if you look at this agent list, and we can see for the main agent, those are the skills that we enabled. And for this data agent, so we can see that we have the workspace and also skill that we enabled. And for the JWS agent, you can see it has most of the skills that are all related to the Google Workspace. Also does not allow it to use the X search. So our next step is that we're going to set up the Telegram. So you can see right now the settings is that we have only one bot that in Telegram. And here this is the bot token. And again, you should not share this bot token with any people. And so the idea is like that. So we already have this main bot, and that is connected to our main agent, which will be our coordinate agent. So if we send a message to our main bot, and our main bot will respond. And next, we're going to add two more bots on Telegram. So the first will be our data bot. So we send a message, and our data agent will receive that message and also do the work for us. So to create a bot, you can check our previous tutorials. And basically, you go to Telegram, and you go to BotFather, and you just type /new bot, and the BotFather will ask, how do you want to call that bot? You give it a name, and next you need to give it an ID. The ID must be unique. And after you provided the bot name and also bot ID, you will receive this token. And again, you should not share this token with anyone. So once you set up those three bots in Telegram, you need to change this openclaw.json file, give it the three bots. So the main bot, the bot token, and also the allow list, which is your Telegram user ID, and databot, the bot token, the allow list, which is your Telegram user ID, and also JWS bot, and also token, and also user ID. And once you set that up, we're going to bind them together. So we're going to run this one, openclaw agents bind. And for the main agent, we're going to bind that one to this main bot. And we are going to do the same thing for the data agent. And finally, we're going to bind the JWS agent to this JWS bot. Okay, next, let's just restart the openclaw gateway. And let's also check the bindings. Okay, so now we can see that our main agent is now connected to our main bot, and our data agent is now connected to our data bot, and our JWS agent is connected to our JWS bot. Okay, so now let's test those bots in Telegram. Let's click start. And this is our first time to chat with our data bot. And now let's try to do a data analysis. So calculate the average population growth rate in US. All right, and now we can see that the data analyst has finished the work. So here you can see the result, US population growth analysis, where we have those data that collected from sensors, and we calculate the growth rate, and we have this very nice chart. Okay, so which means that our data analyst agent is now working and now connected with our Telegram. All right, so now switch to the demo GWS bot. You are my Google Workspace agent and helping manage my Google Workspace. And I also tell you that the GWS CLI is installed. And you can see AI agent is able to check my emails, and we have new notebook. And that is our data analyst just created. And I want you to upload this one to my Google Drive and also attach this one to the Python classroom. So if I go to my Google Drive, and you can see it's right here, just being uploaded. So if I go to classroom and refresh, and you can see here, all right, so at this point, and we know that each agent has its own tools. So for our data analysis agent, and this agent is able to perform the analysis and also upload a file to our GitHub repository. And also our GWS agent is able to access the tool from the shared repo and also manage my Gmail and also manage my Google Drive and also manage the classrooms. So what makes this setup useful is that the agents are separated, but they can still work together through the same VM environment and also the shared repository. So one agent can generate content, and the other agent can take the result and publish or distribute it. This gives us a much cleaner workflow than trying to overload one single agent with everything.